Weeding the collection, perks and perils. The perks, or advantages to weeding the collection, are that it keeps the collection up to date and accurate, and having fewer books on the shelves helps patrons find what they want more easily. Perils to weeding. People get upset when libraries get rid of books, especially when they go in a dumpster. How to avoid the perils of weeding. Give books to companies such as Better World Books. Involve faculty in the deselection process. Where to begin? Run a Voyager report to identify books that have never been checked out, with a purchase date before July 2004. Here's the visualization of that report that was run. It shows you the percentage of the collection with 0 charges. Then flag these books. Library liaisons will examine each book to determine its value to the library's mission. Pull those that are outdated, contain inaccurate information, or fail to support the curriculum. Remember, the role of an academic library is to support the curriculum. No one wants a student writing a report based on outdated or inaccurate information found on the shelves of the library. Next, contact faculty. Explain the library's collection policy and invite them to evaluate the flagged books in their area of expertise. They should pull a book that no longer supports the curriculum. They should remove flags from books they want the library to keep. Finally, pulled books will be given to cataloging for withdrawal. Books that remain on the shelves with flags will be given to cataloging for withdrawal. Books will be donated to an appropriate company. Timeline. Begin flagging books mid-July 2014. Liaisons complete review of flagged books by August 20th, 2014. Faculty are notified and invited to review books. Pulled books and those remaining on the shelves with flags will be pulled in December 2014 and withdrawn. Now let's look at the big picture. Scarborough Library Collection Evaluation. Here are some of the majors, minors, and concentrations of Shepherd University. How old is our collection? The average age of the collection by call number, as seen here on this chart, is around 1973. How well used is our collection? The following chart will show you how many items we own in a certain call number range, in blue, and how many of those items were checked out in the last 4 years, in red. So the blue column shows how many items the library owns in particular call numbers. The red column shows how many of those particular items have been checked out in the last 4 years. 40% of the library's collection is used between 0 and 10%. And these are the call numbers that show the 40% of the items that have been used from 0 to 10%. 46% of the library's collection is used between 11 and 31%. 12% of the library's collection is used between 31 and 50%. 2% of the library's collection is used between 51 and 100%. Our ILL requests from 2011 to 2014. The call number ranges most requested through ILL during this time. In order of request, P, H, B, M, D, E, N, R, T, L, Q, G, J, and F. The average publication date of ILL requests from 2011 to 2000 and above. The circulating collection purchases from 2010 to 2014 show that the purchases are predominantly in P's and H's. And here's a comparison of ILL requests and circulation collection purchases. ILL requests for the following call numbers: HQ, HV, HM, HD, compared to purchases. Predominant purchases were for the call numbers HV, HQ, HD, HF, and HM. So this is the comparison of ILL requests to call numbers purchased. As you can see, HV and HQ are both heavily requested through ILL and most heavily purchased by the library. And for the P's, ILL requests for PS, PN, PR, and PZ, and most heavily purchased are PS, PR, and PN. And here's the comparison of ILL requests with library purchases. Also very closely aligned. Let's look at the D's. Purchases for DS are strong, and for D. The most heavily used items in the library's collection, even though the collection might be small, are DX, HS in this order. The call numbers purchased for the last 4 years are listed in order of most purchased. The weeding conclusion. Our collection needs some attention. Outdated, inaccurate, unused items should be pulled to highlight the items that better support the curriculum. Faculty should be invited to participate, but the process is not dependent upon their participation. Conclusion to collection evaluation. The call number ranges most requested through ILL, P, H, M, and D, are among the oldest in our collection, the average age being between 1965 and 1970. Call numbers most purchased in the last 4 years are comparable to call numbers requested through ILL. Call numbers most heavily used in the collection are not those with the highest purchase rates.